Good evening, everybody. You're very welcome, and I appreciate the time you've taken out of your busy schedules to be here tonight to celebrate really some of the achievements of the members of the wider applied microbiology community. This is an important event in Applied Microbiology International's year. As part of our new strategy, as Lucy said, we, led by Dr. Paul Sainsbury and his team, have extensively reviewed our awards programme, which seeks to celebrate and acknowledge our colleagues across a range of disciplines within the wider discipline of applied microbiology. I think it's appropriate to thank Paul and his team. It's thanks to Paul that we're able to come together this evening to celebrate. Thank you, Paul. Tonight's a culmination, I know, of a lot of hard work and dedication from you and your team. I would like also to, I think, a round of applause for Paul, perhaps. I heard a flicker over there. Thank you also to the wider team. I know that you've supported the efforts of our rebrand and our new strategic direction. So we are deeply indebted to you. I'd also like to add my words of thanks to the trustees who give their time and energy, and they put a lot of energy into the society to make us what we are. So we greatly appreciate everything that you do. You'll agree that we have changed our look, changed our feel and our brand. Today we're here primarily to celebrate the accomplishment of outstanding colleagues whose scientific contributions have made and indeed continue to make a significant contribution to advancing the field of applied microbiology. The Applied Microbiology Horizon Awards recognise individual microbiologists at the forefront of the microbiological sciences and are designed to celebrate individuals that are pushing forward, challenging and advancing the boundaries of applied microbiology with new discoveries and innovations. Each of the three Applied Microbiology International Horizon Awards, the Basil Jarvis Prize, the Dorothy Jones Prize, and the W.H. Pierce Prize, is named after a distinguished individual who has been recognised by AMI, Applied Microbiology International, for an outstanding contribution to the field of applied microbiology and to the society. So we've named them after significant and prominent figures in the life of our society. In addition, we're also delighted tonight to confer our 2022 Honorary Fellowship of Applied Microbiology International, which recognises a microbiologist whose distinguished career has made world-leading contributions to the science of microbiology, but also academia, science policy at a national and an international level, and to broader society, including public understanding of science. And so to our first Horizon Award, the Basil Jarvis Prize. Professor Basil Jarvis was a distinguished researcher in the field of food microbiology and is a past president of Applied Microbiology International. He was the author of more than 200 scientific articles and contributed to several well-regarded textbooks concerned with the advancement of food microbiology and was an avid advocate for the advancement of early career scientists. Basil, as you all know, was much loved, prominent and greatly missed member of the society who was, both in terms of reputation and stature, an imposing figure. And we are delighted to be able to honour his memory tonight with this award. We're also delighted that his family are represented here tonight, so we're honoured by your presence among us tonight. The Basil Jarvis Prize then is awarded to a microbiologist at an early or mid-career stage who has made significant contribution to the expansive field of food safety, food fermentations and food security. This may be through significant discovery, an inspiring story, or any other contribution that is deserving of recognition on the international stage. For their world-leading research in the enhancement of food safety and shelf life, particularly the development of culture techniques, culture-based methodologies for reliable differentiation between Bacillus and Clostridium species using anaerobic fermentation, and identification of novel antibacterial metabolites from anaerobic spore-forming bacteria, the winner of the inaugural Basil Jarvis Prize for 2022 is Tanushree Gupta from Hopkirk Research Institute, New Zealand. and we're delighted to have you here this evening. So if you want to say a few words.
I'm shaking. So how much time do I have? Because we researcher can talk forever. Hi everyone, I'm Tanu. Where is it? Yeah. So Tanushree is quite a long name, so everyone calls me Tanu. So feel free to call me Tanu. It's an honor. It's really an honor to get this award, and especially the Basil Jarvis Award, because we know how big microbiologist he was. And thanks to AMI, who considered me as a nominee and the winner. A lot of people to thank, my parents, and especially my dad, who has instigated me to ask why. And when I was a kid, I would ask why, and he would just say, can you just stop it? I said, it was you who asked me to ask these questions. But now, I think that's what has showed me the path to be a researcher. Thanks to AgResearch and my team, who has never stopped me thinking big. Yes, money is always a problem. It has always been in science, but they encouraged me to think big, and they tried, especially my team leader. She just asked me, go ahead, and we'll find a way out, and we'll find money for you. So that was really great. Last but not the least, my husband, Sandeep. He's here. So he is a scientist himself, and to be honest, science is our baby. He's the one person who asked why more than I did to my father. We would go together to Hopkirk, come back, and he would ask all these questions. And I would say, do you see anything on my face? That whenever you see me, you have to ask me a question. And then he would ask me a question about my project and his project. And I would be thinking, can you just stop it? Stop it now, enough, we are going home. But to be honest, his questions, I would sit back and start thinking about it. And I have never told him that, but today I would think really about it and try to incorporate those questions and how to look forward and do my science in a better way. So that has helped me a lot. Thanks, Sandeep, for that. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy this evening. Thank you.